게임은 재밌으면 된다니까?
불멸의 전사 2.
Of judgment, some players more crazy than others more conservative.
Yep.
It's tough to try to balance out that decision making.
Oh, look at stats. He's like, oh, I lost my headset broken. That's why. No stats. That's not why. He's like, oh, that part goes on your. Okay, I got it. I'll put it on here and let's get started.
Let's see what happens right now. It's a best of 5. Right now, it is Team GSL up. 1 win over Team Star League. Let's get ready for game number 2 on Orbital Shipyard as we continue on in Archon mode. This match, another Protoss vs. Protoss. In the bottom left, the GSL boys, Zest&TY.
Their Archon name could be Zesty.
That's right, it could be Zesty. And
or Tist.
And in the upper right, in the red, the Star League boys, Dark&Stats.
Of course, their Archon name would be Dat. Could be Start, but that one sucks. It's Dat.
Could be Stark.
Dat versus Zesty.
They are in the north right now, Artosis.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Well, Zest is coming, man, so you better
Zesty
watch
is
out.
coming. That's the saying
Yeah.
in the Starks.
All right. Here we are, man. Orbital Shipyard. Looks like no offensive gases have gone down. This is kind of the norm, chasing that down.
Offensive pylon, though, over here in the bottom left. Thanks for coming down to the studio, guys. Welcome.
Well,
for a very special day.
It looks like we do have another pylon going up here in the back natural. So both of them going with those pylons, which I guess it's up to you whether or not you find them offensive. But
yeah. So they're both stuck on one base here.
I think you're looking to be offended by these pylons, Tasteless.
That's right.
This is part of the wrong thing with the internet right now.
That's right. This is just, what do they call it? People that just go to like find things to be offended by and upset by. The people like
it's called
outrage porn.
No, it's called.
No, that's what the article is. When you just.
It's called StarCraft Reddit.
Oh, that's right, StarCraft Reddit.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's what it's called. Where people go to be outraged over basically everything.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. He even goes for the Cyber Core there to block. Really cool move. And in fact, look at that. Whoa. They just mirror it. They're like, well, if you can make a Cyber Core, we can too. All right, well, both of them getting that Mothership Core. This is kind of like a funny thing that has evolved where, you know, if you don't send out your probe right away, your opponent just gains an advantage from doing this, so you both have to do it. It's a funny little dance.
And now that they're both doing it to each other, they both have to keep finishing the deal here.
Yeah. And look at that, even using that Photon Overcharge to clear this a little bit quicker. And finally, he can make a Nexus.
And look at that. It's going to be Team GSL here with a micro lead.
Yep. All right, well, they do actually go Stargate before this Nexus. I'm sure they'll throw up the Nexus in just a second. Be interesting to see if we get a Stargate on this other side as well as they clean up that probe. You watch this game, will just be like Oracle versus Phoenix. Like, oh, look at that. Give me a game like that. Okay, they actually scout the Stargate, which is a pretty massive deal here, and go Twilight immediately.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like, this is the best play. If you try to go into Stargate and you're just going to be like slightly behind on Phoenixes, because wouldn't be surprised if we just see Dark&Stats, Dats here, go for, you know, just Phoenixes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been popular on this map before as you just start massing Phoenixes since you can't leave your base as easily. Speaking of leaving your base, it looks like Team Star League going to edge out now.
Yeah. They are going Oracle as well, kind of calling that bluff. They didn't get to see that there's no Stargate on the other side.
Yeah, this is a little bit risky considering that, you know, when you wall in and expand.
Nothing is more rage-filled than Artosis quitting a ladder game when his Oracle flies into a Phoenix.
Oh, no, it's a sad thing. Speaking of which, the Oracle is going to be spotted.
Wow.
Wow, the moment it comes out. Nicely done.
Yep, looks like, again, a good scout off there with their Mothership Core as well. And look how annoying that is. They don't have a Mothership Core at home to stop this, so they actually have to go Phoenix. This Mothership Core is going to get more damage done than...
What if we got a shot of these players in the booth and it's actually just like... It's just TY eating popcorn and Zest playing?
This happened actually at BlizzCon during the Archon show matches where, like, players, there was a rule where the winning team had one guy leave. But then also the losing team had one guy leave too or something. It was like this weird.
Oh yeah, that was a weird format. I was actually, when we were hosting that, I wasn't even clear on what why that was. Oracle getting chased out now. No damage done there. So probe count 33-38. Team GSL in the lead again.
Yeah, looks like Dark&Stats actually going to grab another Oracle here as well. So they're really gung-ho about killing some probes off. Not sure exactly how many they're actually going to be able to get. Third Nexus already on the way for their opponents. And it just seems like, you know, that's... I like this Nexus because against Oracles, it's not like they can attack you.
Yeah.
All they can do is try to harass your probes. So by getting that quicker Nexus, you can kind of like refill some of the probes.
All you can do is try to get the probe that is going to make the Nexus and get it ahead of time. But other than that, yeah, I mean, they're not viable as any kind of anti-building, you know, anti anything like that. Tagging this in here, nicely done.
You're it, base.
He'll know exactly where those sentries are.
Well, all right, so Oracle on either side. We'll see what they can actually get done. I don't think it's going to be a lot.
This is like a good Archon mode strat here. Each guy's got one hotkey on one of the Oracles.
Yeah,
and
it makes sense too. Like if they both go in at the same time, maybe they can spread them. But with nothing really going on for Zest&TY, I don't think they'll be able to really get any damage. And by the way, I like the way Zest&TY are approaching this. We see Dark&Stats going for a more micro-oriented style, which is actually how I thought both teams would try to play. But Zest&TY are like, okay, we will just both defend and go for 2 forges and just have an advantage in the late game. They're out-strategizing the APM Tasteless.
That's right. I wonder what the discussions are like strategically. If it's because we got 2 Protoss players here, right? We got Zest and Stats. Is there much explaining going on here, or is it like Zest giving commands and Stats giving commands?
It should be.
That's what I would imagine.
If you're playing
it would look
Protoss,
like, right?
it has to be that way.
It would have to be that way.
Well, here's the thing. Like, as talented as Dark&TY are, I think they aren't as good at Protoss as Stats and Zest. So.
Yeah.
All right, the double Oracle. This is a good move. With only 2 Stalkers here, you can get a lot. Oh, that micro messed up. Oh.
Wow, look at how fast he's killing these.
This has to be Dark. That has to be. There's no way. Like really, there's no way that you would have missed that many shots and hit the Nexus. Like Stats.
Yeah, I think they didn't. I think they didn't balance out the who's doing what.
That's where Stats hangs up his mouse after that Oracle micro.
That's right.
Got 7 probes though. I mean, that's still a good number.
Puts its mouse back in its special mouse pouch that he got when he bought it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Whenever you buy a mouse, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. And whenever I'm unplugging this, I'll put it in a special little mouse bag with your company's logo on it. That's what I'll do.
I love it.
Okay, coming back in now. Looks like what?
Dead.
Doesn't matter. Still, though, that was pretty cool, and it got away.
Yeah, no. All right, well, it does look... Let's take a little gander, Tasteless. We have Charge about to finish for Dark&Stats.
That's right.
Just starting for their opponents, but 1-1 going to be done.
Check out the money right now for Team GSL.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Is Zest at the vending machine right now? What's going on?
He's getting a hot 6.
He's up to 12 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
That is really weird in Archon mode.
Yeah. You wouldn't think that would be the case. But, all right, well, he's starting to warp in a whole hell of a lot of units now and taking that 4th base for both sides. Archon's being started here for Dark&Stats. And, you know, I believe there was a much larger Stalker committal here for Zest&TY, which will actually make this kind of more Immortal-heavy comp. Theoretically a little bit stronger, but obviously Immortals can't be microed nearly as much as Blink Stalkers, so they definitely can still gain some value out of that.
We're going to be going into the Archon mode of the game because GSL boys are getting Archons right now.
Yeah.
Now, we have a warp in up here. Looks like we're going to have some Adept usage, obviously to harass probably into the bottom left base. Good control there, too. I like even having the Phoenix there on the corner. They're really trying to be hyper-vigilant about harass, and harass is one of the ways to definitely beat somebody in Archon mode. Is you know, it's easy to delegate when you're going to harass the player. It's hard to delegate who does what when you're being harassed.
Yeah, that's very true. So we'll see who is going to be able to actually end up blocking that. We do have a Warp Prism coming in for Zest&TY, but a Phoenix finds it immediately, so it doesn't look like the Adept's going to do very much.
We got an attack up here at the north.
Yeah, we do.
We are... now, is this angle going to be good enough? I think actually Zest&TY got there just in time to make this a huge headache, and these Adepts are just not going to be able to do enough.
No, I don't think so. They're shading around a little bit and not getting too much done, but I like this move by Zest&TY. Very nice. Hitting this Nexus. They're just kind of in an arc waiting for Dark&Stats to try to come in there, and their 2-2 is just about to finish. So, okay, they are up 2
come at me,
upgrades.
bro.
They are up 2 upgrades, and they killed the 4th. Wow. Well, that is definitely not
sick.
when you attack right then.
Yeah, this is an anti-timing.
It's like, I gotta save this area that's dead. It's like,
These
well,
pylons are still here. I can't remake the gas later.
All right, more Adept harassment. Actually, a decent number of probes being killed off this game.
By the way, guys, tell your friends to join us here. This is the first ever Archon mode. GSL versus Star League. Top 2 players right now, the GSL boys.
That's right.
Up 1-0, and it looks like they're getting very close to making this a 2-0.
Yeah, they are. Doing some great plays there indeed. Having that extra base is a pretty big deal, but we have a lot of Immortals.
Yeah, we do. We got this Adept harass. The problem is the Adept harass is not that impactful. And I don't know, the positioning here. Well, hold up. Nice force fields there, going to shave off some of those Zealots. And the Stalkers coming here from the bottom. This is a pretty sick arc.
The Stalker flank is awesome. They can just target down Archons. They do really good damage against them, so that's a really super nice move. All right, does blink back. There are a lot of Immortals coming down, a lot of Archons. He has to back up at this point. That was definitely going to swing towards Dark&Stats.
The Adepts are still on the loose here. And it's actually going to be Dark&Stats in pursuit right now of Team GSL as Zest&TY are retreating back here.
They have to be careful about this, though. This could get wrecked, but they do have a flank coming in of Zealots. That's going to turn it for a moment, but Immortals actually wreck Archons. They deal so much damage to them so quickly, so you have to be careful about that. And, well, I mean, this is not looking good for Zest&TY at this point. I think they overstayed their welcome by quite a bit.
Well, he's going to push in here. It's very important. Team GSL holds us. The Star League boys coming down now. So many Immortals. This may be the game changer here. If you can't take out some of these Immortals, notice the micro there. The War Prism goes down.
And this actually means that Zest&TY might be able to end up holding this after killing that Prism. It takes a lot longer for any reinforcements to get here. And are we going to see Dark&Stats actually suicide the same way they did last game?
Yeah, because they did this before where they just overextended. And it looks like it might be the case. I don't know. There's so many Immortals.
Oh, that was a Michael Jackson Phoenix. Moonwalked in, picked up that Immortal, and GG.
Nicely done. Wow. Well, Dark and Stats, the Star League guys, doing a great job.
Yeah. All right.
So it's 1-1.
Indeed. A TVZ coming up next on Prime Terraces.
Yeah, and after that, it's all PvPs again.
Yeah. And then it's a best of 5 PvP, but then PvPs are done for the night.
That's right. We're just getting all the PvPs out of our system.
Yeah.
You know you want to do it. It's interesting. The games don't exactly look like one-on-one games.
No, they don't exactly.
There's different elements
there. There's way more micro action.
There's also more questionable behavior in the bigger fights. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's been moments where it's like, you can see that there's some dispute with the players. Like, do we retreat now?
Yeah. Because definitely, for instance, there was like both teams kind of lost overcommitting Archons into a battle.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might be like the off-race guy doing it there a little bit, but definitely you can see like the non-stop harassment, the bigger commitment to things like Oracles or Blink Stalkers or what have you.
Also, interesting moment there too when we saw the double Oracle. We're assuming it was controlled by Dark because it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
As a pros player, you'd think it would be a little bit better. Funny to see who's delegating what for tasks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, in the next one, I guess that Dark and TY take the driver's seat before giving it back to those Protoss players on Prime Terraces. So that could be the game changer right there.
That's right. Are we going to break here? This is a different format.
So. No?
Oh, I guess not. So we're just going to...
All right, never mind.
Okay. So we're just going to be waiting for Game 3 to start. I'm not sure if there's a delay or something. I do see... all but one of our players is in the game, so maybe he had to use the restroom.
Yeah, it could be.
Something like that.
Who's missing? It's TY, isn't it?
It's TY.
He's waiting for his upgrades to finish.
That's right.
All right, so guys, I hope that you're enjoying the Archon match so far. There is some decent money on the line, like the 5 million won or so, which is about 5,000 USD.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely something these guys want to win, but the big part comes after this. This is kind of like a show match.
Well, this is a show match, essentially.
It's kind of, sort of, you know.
It's kind of, you know.
No one gets WCS points for this one.
Certainly not. Yeah, tell your friends to join us here. It's a very special day. After we get done with the Archon mode show match, we're going to go right into our tournament. Only 4 players. Top 2 from GSL, the top 2 from Star League.
Yeah, yeah. Very excited to see how Dark does. You know, he didn't have to play last night. You know, SKT fell out.
He was not busy getting wrecked last night by generic Green Wings.
Too. Yeah. No, he wrecked. 4-3. Wrecked.
Wrecked. Tyrannosaurus wrecked.
Is that it?
That's right.
Okay.
I'm from the internet.
Yeah.
I'll polarize anything you give me.
Actually, you know what's really funny is my little girl likes this like new Transformers cartoon. There was a mechanical. Now? There's always Transformers cartoons. It's like, I don't know, rescue bots or something. There was a mechanical Tyrannosaurus that they were fighting.
Yeah.
He's like, if you don't stop, you're going to be Tyrannosaurus wrecked. And I'm like, is this the internet? Like, who wrote this? It's just some guy that sits in Twitch chat all day.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
my story.
From there. That's a great story.
Yeah, that was a good story, I thought.
I did like that there was a robot dinosaur in there.
I mean, how would it
robot
work
dinosaurs are up there in cool things.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like them. I had a robot dinosaur when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, it was awesome. I probably broke it or something. I don't remember what happened.
That was a pretty good childhood.
I forgot to bring it to Korea with me, unfortunately. I lost it
sometime going through the underwear in his suitcase like, no! It's sitting on your mom's lawn at a garage sale?
Yeah, she gave it away to some kid in need. I'm like, no, that was mine. Yeah.